Okay, hey guys, I'm coming at you with another YouTube pickups video. I haven't updated in a long time. That's because I ran out of money to pay for my internet and electricity bills. But I had to shift a few things on eBay and locally for about 20% of their fair market value. But here we are, coming back at you with new pickups. So here we go. First and foremost. I like to go on eBay. I like to, you just saw it. I like to go on eBay and search up video game promo. Now, a lot of you people don't know, but many video games, as a way of underground guerrilla marketing, they release things like limited edition action figures, or sometimes GameStops have promotional items that you get with pre orders. Well, I happen to have something that cost me quite the pretty penny, but I'm glad to have it on the shelf. So when people, come to my house, maybe sometime in the future, they might look at it. Well, at least I can share it with you guys. I have this promotional Finny the Fish plush here. Now, this is a high grade quality cotton and plastic blend here. It was made in China, possibly with the most lower tier Chinese slaves that what money can buy here. Um, Extremely rare. You can't get this off of store shelves at all. They stopped selling it. It was a GameStop promotion only. It's filled with used syringes, so you got to be careful whenever you're squeezing it. Pretending you've got a woman in your life, because you might get pricked and get HIV. At least I know a guy who did. I don't really want to admit how much this cost me, but it was in the ballpark of $500. Uh, it's a great find, a great pickup. I spent all night sniping back and forth a bidding war on eBay for this guy, and guess who came out the victor? It was me. How many of you guys out there are PSP collectors? I know a few of you might be. I know I just started because I watched somebody's hidden gem videos. Well, I got one for you now. It's a copy of Coated Arms for the PSP, and this is in a limited case here. You can see how it's not that typical white PSP UMD. In fact, the disc was loose at first, and the seller said he had just clipped together some plastic replacement case on it. And I've looked and I've looked and I've looked out in the wild when I was picking up games, and I was just never able to find something quite like this. I don't want to admit how much I paid on this. It was somewhere around $500, but I'm not going to say it was $500. But you get the idea. Pick it up while you can after this video. It's going to be going for at least double that, and it's something that I'm not going to play just right now, but I've got a 30-year plan to get through my backlog. Coated Arms for the PSP. It's a time-honored classic. Nobody's talking about it except for right here. I'm a real gamer. Big promo fan. Big Clover Studios fan. This one's been well taken care of. This is my Beautiful Joe bobblehead collection, and every time I'm lost in life, like, should I go back to college? Beautiful Joe gives me the answer, and he's just like, no, 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 don't go back. Okay. Should I get any other career prospects? Maybe a full-time job? No, 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 no. Should I go back on eBay and bid on Rule of Rose? Yes, yes, yes. And I'm willing to pay at least a solid $1,200 for that. If any of you guys out there have it, I deserve it in my collection more so than you. Yes, yes, I do. Some of you are out there looking at me like, now that's a man with a plan. He knows what he wants, and then he's willing to spend the money to get it. And let me tell you, it wasn't always easy. I mean, games used to be cheaper before I started my channel and started exposing all these normal people to rare video games, and then I created a subset of gaming prospectors, and now the market's all fucked, and you have to rely on ROMs and emulators in order to play the games you want to play. But I'm not an advocate for ROMs and emulators. Piracy is wrong. It's illegal, and if you didn't delete those ROMs within 24 hours, well, you're going to jail. And I'm the one who has to report that sort of thing. I spent a lot of time in my life to make sure my video game collection is very valuable, and that I will get the return on my investment. Now this gem is a one of a kind object. It's for all those Nintendo fans out there. If you call yourself a true Nintendo fan, then you want to have something that's been touched by greatness. Well, I have here the pin that was in Satoru Iwata's pocket when he found out he had bile duct cancer. A very somber moment. It's something that I've wanted to have for a very long time. I just found out about it yesterday, and I got 1-day express shipping on this. I don't want to say I paid over $500 for a Waters bile duct cancer pin, but I did, and it's something that I can say that I have and no one else has, and for that reason, it's totally worth its weight in gold. And years from now, you guys that are going to be living in the gutter for not snatching this up when you had the chance, well, I'm sorry to say that, na boo boo, I have it. Now, as you guys may have known, I do have a Gimme Dollar account. I will link to it in the description below. Now, a Gimme Dollar account, it just helps the show stay alive. It helps pay for things like the graphics you see on the screen. It pays for the music licensing fees for the music I don't use in my videos. It's a motivator for me to go out there and purchase things for the show so I can show them on the web camera, so you can then see that yes, this is a thing that exists out in the world, and now it's in my collection, and it helps me out quite a bit. So in return for having the Gimme Dollar and for you supporting me, my Gimme Dollar Ronies out there, I do occasionally answer some questions. So I do have a question from a Gimme Dollar Roni out there, going by the name of Silver the Hedgehog Fucker. Alright, Silver the Hedgehog Fucker asks, because you have all these expensive games, do you think that you're better than everyone out there? Well, thanks for your question, Silver the Hedgehog Fucker. The simple answer is yes. The long answer is I've spent a great deal of money on my collection, and it's not something that everyone out there can say that they've been able to do. So in that sense, that I'm able to spend money through digital stores like eBay, Amazon, Shop Goodwill, GameStop.com. I was able to dedicate that time where others were out there doing things with their lives. And for that reason, yes.